Hey everyone, Johnny here, and we got some big news and big changes coming soon. This is the new and improved order view, and I know that everyone hates it. Hates it when you are familiar with a software and then the developers go and change everything up. So I apologize in advance, but I know if you give this a chance, I'm confident you will love this new layout and tools. Because we've taken all your feedback and ideas and incorporated as much as we could. We still have more ideas and things to improve, but we gotta stop at some point and ship it, and then we'll continue to make more improvements down the line. So let's get into it. A couple things first. What I'm showing you is still under development, so there might be some bugs and layout issues in this demo, but I am hoping we are able to launch on September 1st. As of today, August 21st, that gives us 10 days, and software development is hard, and this is an absolutely critical view to get right, so we're shooting for the first, but can't guarantee it. All right, so let's get into the changes. All right, so first off, we have our main sections that are now collapsible. So the customer information, the kind of the line items, receive and return details, and additional notes. Let's start up here at the top. We have our sticky header. This is the toolbar, and you'll notice that as we scroll, it stays here up at the top pinned so that you can have access to all of your actions wherever you are on the order. Most of these you've already seen before, so this is the copy pay link. Clicking on that gives you your payment link copied to your clipboard. This downloads the invoice. This is the pick list. This is the newer pick list that was introduced in the dashboard, adjusted for just a single invoice here. Then we have the send email, and we have receive payment. That's the same. Notes and files are the same, but those pop out like that. Here we have save, and you'll see here that we now have the ability to revert to previous order types. So we can save it as an invoice, or we can revert to an estimate, or revert to a draft. So if I click on revert to estimate, you'll see that this is now an estimate, and then we can change back to an invoice if we want. We also have a history view here. We store the last 7 saved versions, and so you can select a previous version of this invoice to restore to. You just click on it and then click on restore. I'm going to cancel that. But you'll see there's not too many details here, right? It just says when it was saved and saved by who. If you want to see more details, you can come to this new invoice history tab here, and this will show you the old and new values of each version, each iteration of the order. And then you can also restore from here. Here we have the cancel order. So if you want to keep a historical record of the order, you can, but they canceled the event, then you can cancel that here. I'm not sure this is going to make it in by the 1st, but it will be coming soon. If not, then soon after. And finally, being able to delete the order like in the previous one. The customer section here is pretty much the same. So let's move on to the items here. So we have our line items, similar to what we had before, a little bit, a couple of different things that are different, but we'll get into those. The availability is right here. So if you're overbooked, it'll show in red and with the number, and also with a little hover over tooltip that will show the available amount. So the items, the add items picker, that's the biggest change here. So we can open that up by clicking on the button or by using the new shortcut keys, which I really like. I'm a programmer. Programmers love their keyboard shortcuts, like to be able to keep their hands on the keyboard. So you can do it with the mouse clicking, or you can do Command A. That will bring up the inventory searching. And let's take a look here. Up here at the top, we have some special line items: subtotal, label, damage waiver, percent fee, flat fee, and discount that we'll get into later. But right now, what I want to emphasize is that when you open up the inventory picker, it is automatically focused on the search, so you can just start typing right away. So you can say, table or something. And then if you know how many you want, we have the quantity input right here, and you can either click on it or you can just tab over to it directly, and you'll say, we want 20. And then you can view here and see which is the one that you want. And if it's the top one, if you were able to get it down to just a single line item, so like 30-inch RD table, you can just press enter from there. As you'll see here, this guy right here. If you have multiple options and the one that you want is a little bit further down, maybe it's this one here, the 60-inch round table, we can still use a keyboard shortcut, Command 5. So that's the fifth one here. So you say Command 5 using my keyboard shortcuts, and that gets added here. 60-inch round table, quantity 20. And if you don't like keyboard shortcuts, you can still do everything normally with just clicking. So typing table, clicking over here, 10, and then clicking on the one that we want. All right, and then for the special items, subtotal is the same as before, except now you can add a description that will show up for the customer. And then let's take a look at the label. That's what it sounds like. You can use this for anything at all, notes, dividers, whatever you want to have here. You can say anything at all, wipe off the tables before returning or something like that. And that's just gonna show up in the invoice as a kind of just a text description line item. Then we have the damage waiver. And the damage waiver works off of a percentage based off of a section. So let's say you want to have a damage waiver for these first two line items here. So you can see that the total of these two is $80, and with a 10% damage waiver, we're going to be adding $8 to our total. And then we have the percent fee, which is basically the same as the damage waiver, but it's just named differently. And you can apply this to anything you want. Next, we have the flat fee. And so this is useful for those of you who have gotten a lot of feedback about how sometimes you have an item that you're renting, but you don't want to actually keep it in your inventory. You're either borrowing it or it's a one-off item or something like that. So you can just use that right here, something like throne chair, and it's going to be $100. And this could be anything. This could be, an item. It could be a service. It could be just an extra fee that you're adding. Maybe you charge for early pickup or late night pickup. So you can say the late night pickup fee, and just put in the fee amount there. And then we have the discount line item, and this one's not quite ready to go. But it'll come soon after we release this. Down here we have our invoice summary, delivery fee, discount, subtotal, all that good stuff. This is mostly the same, except for kind of just reformatted where it's located. Here we can click on the change the tax rate, and this is where you will change the tax rates. The delivery fee, we have this calculate delivery fee, and we've greatly improved this feature. So now if you click on it, it's going to give you more information, more tools, so it'll tell you what your base delivery fee is, the range rate, where it's delivering to, where it's picking up, more information here, and then if you calculate it, you can choose to charge for round trip or one way. And then the receive and return details is pretty much the same as is the additional notes, except for now we also have a private notes field that will be only available to members of your organization. It won't be shown on the customer's invoice. All right, there's quite a bit more, but I wanted to keep this around 10 minutes just to give you a taste of what is coming and to kind of make you aware of these changes. I didn't want you guys to be caught off guard when you just open up the software one day and everything's completely different. So this is kind of get you aware of what's coming, acclimated to the changes, and hopefully excited about some of the new tools and features that are going to be available to you. If you have any questions or concerns, you can email me, johnny@adailylogistics.com, or you can just post a comment here in this YouTube YouTube video. This will be unlisted, so I'll be the only one that sees them. All right, thank you for your trust in A Daily Logistics, and we hope that you're enjoying and using the software, and talk to you soon in the next one. Bye.